Hello, action figure fans. We're back with 10 more action figures pulled off my shelves with thousands of figures on them. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of these. These are going to be DC Direct and DC Classics. Okay, this first figure is a Build-A-Figure. This came out in the DC Classics line many years ago, and he is called Stripesy. He is a character that is a part of the Justice Society of America. Very patriotic figure, red, white, and blue. He looks great. And he is basically Iron Man. Maybe a little bit bigger than Iron Man. But he's a cool figure. And kind of goes with the JSA. I like it. Looks good. Okay, the next figure that I'm going to show you is one of my favorites. This is the main man. They call him Lobo is his name. He is said to be the greatest, the most efficient, ruthless bounty hunter in the DC universe. He is the sole survivor of a planet. He's super strong. I think he's actually immortal. He got kicked out of the realm of death for some reason. So you can't even kill this guy. So he's on the level of Superman. He can throw punches and hang with Superman. He's that powerful. I really like the chains they have there. This figure was a San Diego Comic Convention exclusive, and he came with that little bulldog right over there. I don't know the name of the bulldog, just Lobo's bulldog. So there he is. Really like that figure. The sculpting is really well done. All the little details, the boots, the belt buckle, it all looks really, really good. And, of course, his face is well done. So there you have it. There is Lobo, the main man. All right. Probably saw this in the background. So San Diego Comic Con exclusive. This is one of them. They made a set of 4 Batman figures, Batman through the ages. And they're really kind of wacky figures. And this is one of them, and he's called Zebra Man. So, there he is, Zebra Batman. I think it is a cool looking figure. Never would think to see something like that. But it looks really cool on the shelf. It does definitely stand out. So, he actually appeared on some comic book covers back in the Silver Age, I believe. And he looks really interesting. Looks really good. And there is a Zebra Batman. Okay, so here we have a Kingdom Come Superman. This is an older Superman. He is from Earth 2, I believe it's called. And you can see the gray hair there. He is older than the Superman from Earth 1 that we're all familiar with. Same backstory, last son of Krypton. But you can see the difference in the shield. He's got the black on there. I believe he was a sole survivor of his universe that collapsed in one of the DC's big storylines, Infinite Crisis, I believe. So he's basically Superman, just a little bit older, a little bit wiser. And he's really cool. Love that figure. I love the styling on this. There's an artist by the name of Jason McGinnis. I believe that's his name. And this is his style. Looks really, really good. Okay, so the Marvel Universe has Doctor Strange, and the DC Universe has Dr. Fate. And this is a DC Classics figure. I love the combination of light blue and yellow. I've always liked that combination on figures. I think it looks really, really good. So this is a variant of Dr. Fate. They had 2 versions of him. This is the gold, I believe the gold version because of the gold highlights. And you can take this off right here, this little magic effect. But Dr. Fate's really, really cool. I was surprised to learn how strong he is. He's on par with Superman strength-wise as well. And he's just a neat-looking figure. I think way cooler looking than Doctor Strange. Anyway, Dr. Fate. There he is. Okay, the last figure I have here is Uncle Sam. So supposedly, Uncle Sam is the living embodiment of the patriotic spirit of America. So he is as old as the country itself. He is very, very strong. His strength increases when Americans are more patriotic in World War II. And he really was known in World War II. He fought with a super group against the Nazis. And, I mean, hey, that's a cool costume. Uncle Sam. And I kind of like his little finger there pointing like he did in the famous World War I poster, I Want You. So that is a cool figure. It's been around for a long time. It still holds up. I don't think they're ever going to make another one. So there you go. There's Uncle Sam. I like it. Okay, so let's get over here to the villains. Which one first? Okay, let's do Professor Zoom, otherwise known as the Reverse Flash. Now, I gotta be honest, I think his costume is even cooler than Flash. I love the Flash costume, but for some reason, this yellow and red and black, oh my gosh. I think that's just one of the coolest costumes in comics, and he looks great. This was a line of, it's called DC Essentials. They're a little bit larger, muscular. The sculpt on it is really, really good. He looks great. Great, great, great looking figure. Professor Zoom. Look at those eyes. Filled with the Speed Force. Actually, I think he controls time. That's how he's able to move. Okay, this is a McFarline figure, a more recent figure. And here we have Bane. Great sculpting. It looks really, really good. All the effects on there. The venom going into his brain and controlled by his wrist there. Looks great. The size of Bane is spot on. I mean, Bane should be a very, very large, powerful character. And he is. He looks good. Now, my personal biggest complaint with this one right here, and the only complaint I have with it, is the hands. These hands are fine, and but I mean, you should have at least one fist that is punching, that is a closed fist. He's ready to clock somebody. So that's what I would say. He should have at least one hand that you could swap out and have a different pose like he's punching somebody. But the figure itself, that is a really, really well-made Bane. Some people think it's the best one. I don't. I think there's another Bane that's actually better. Maybe I'll get to it. But it's really, really good. Okay, so let's do the Clown Prince of Crime. There have been so many Joker figures made. This is one of my favorites. Now, this is also a throwback figure to the 1984, 85, 86 Superpowers line. He was made basically to look like that Joker from back then, especially with his accessory. But he looks great. I mean, look at that face. That is classic, classic Joker. He looks so good. I don't think you can get a whole lot better Joker figure than this one right here. So, there he is. A very, very well done Joker figure. I like that. I really like that smile. When I think of Joker, I think of a smile like that. Okay, my second McFarlane figure right here, a newer figure, definitely, is the Riddler. I really, really like the color scheme on this. I've always liked this color scheme along with the flashback there. There's just certain color schemes that go so good together. And the bright green with the light purple, I think this looks great. The sculpting is really, really well done. He's a great looking figure. Maybe a little more muscular than I would think the Riddler would be. I don't really think of the Riddler as a very muscular guy. This one right here looks like he could definitely hold his own fighting against Batman. But that's a really well done, one of my favorite Riddler figures. So So there's the McFarline Riddler. Nice face sculpt. Nice smile on his face. Nice cane. Looks really, really good. Okay. Let's do a creepy figure. And yes, figures can be creepy. Basically a zombie. Solomon Grundy is basically a zombie. Super powerful zombie. Was murdered, thrown into murder swamp. Came back. And as you can see, he looks like he's rotting, which as a zombie he would. So this particular figure is not that articulated. It's got a few points of movement, but it doesn't matter just because he looks so good on your shelf. Look at that face. Wow. That is a good looking Solomon Grundy figure. And of course, Solomon Grundy is super powerful, super strong. His main enemy is Alan Scott, Green Lantern, I believe. But he's been used in many of Lex Luthor's Injustice Societies to attack the Super Friends or the Justice League of America. Great, great looking figure. Okay. That's it for this film, or this video. Hope you enjoyed those figures.